I'm saying? What? Falling down, like these little bits of light. Hey guys, welcome back. We're on our way to go camping, or should I say glamping. We're cottage camping in an 1800's cottage, and I have about just under a couple hours of driving, so I'm just gonna see you when we get there. I can't wait for this one, and thank you for joining me. Oh my goodness, this place is, look at this, it's fancy pants. I don't think where we're staying is this fancy, but look at this place. Hey guys, finally made it, and I think I got way more than I bargained for, and this is considered a cottage. I'm in a full-blown house as far as I'm concerned. Wow. All right, I'm gonna take the bag off, get situated, and then I'm gonna show you around, and we'll do a cottage tour. And I'm looking out a screened or glass slider right now, and there's a horse right there in front of me. So guys, we made it, and I'll bring you back in a moment. Whoa. Wow. Guys, welcome back. Tonight we're staying in a cottage that was built in 1868. I believe that year is right. And all the beams in here are hand hewn, and this place is amazing. The pictures that I was looking at before I decided to come here do not do this place justice. This place is amazing. I just put my stuff aside, and before I even show you where we're staying, I want to show you outside. I'm on an Arabian horse farm. Because why wouldn't I be? We are completely glamping, and I can't wait to show you this place. We're gonna step outside, so you're gonna come with me, and we're gonna go meet that horse that's out right in the yard, right there. Unbelievable. The refrigerator's making a little bit of a humming noise, so sorry about that. Is this open? How do I get this slide? Oh, wow. Look at this. This is my view. There's the porch if I want to sit outside. And there's a horse right over there. So we got lucky because honestly, it was just like drizzling out, and we might be feeling a little bit of the effects from Hurricane Melissa. And, hi. Look at you. Hi. Hi. You're beautiful. Hi, can I say hi? Hi, look at you. You're so pretty. You're so pretty. Hi. Can I pat you? Hi. Look at you. You're beautiful. Hi. Hi, you're so pretty. Oh, you're so pretty. Hi. Yeah, hi. Oh, wow. Amazing. You're beautiful. What's your name? What's your name? Gorgeous, gorgeous. I was going to fly my drone around, but honestly, I didn't want to spook the horses, and I only see one horse right now. We're going to go take a walk. Hi, bub. Look at you. Oh, I don't have any treats for you. I don't have any treats for you. Hi. You having fun out here? Beautiful. Let's check out the area real quick. This is gorgeous. This is beautiful, beautiful. Looks like there's a little bit of like a water feature or a lake over there. Old bathtub. That's beautiful. This is just amazing. Check this out. Look at that. Sorry, I happen to love old cars. Isn't this thing gorgeous? Wow. Look at that. You know what kind of car this is? Amazing. Absolutely beautiful. Sorry guys, I know I'm a little speechless right now, but I just, all right, let me just bring it down here and then we're going to do a full cottage tour. And then I'll flip this around and show you the property. I'm kind of just letting everybody see where we are. You're just so beautiful. You are so pretty. Wow, this is amazing. So, this is the back of the cottage. Yep. It's this building. This is the cottage. I believe that's part of like a barn, and then there's an inn, and I'll bring you out front in a little bit. But this goes up to the kitchen. And you have a little porch area right here with some chairs. Let's pick this chair up. And you have some chairs. This is, wow. I'm kind of speechless, actually. So this is my view from the kitchen. So right off the kitchen is this view. Go back in. You ready for this? Look at this. My God. So I just have it on dual caption so you can see my reactions as we're walking around. I'll take that off in a minute. But this is the view from the kitchen. So right from this island right here is the kitchen. This is the dining room area. I'm gonna take this off dual capture because I want you to see the whole thing, but what? So yeah, like I said, this is a cottage. Look at the woodwork. And this was, I believe, built in 1868, I believe is what I read. And all the beams in this cottage were done by hand. So they're all hand-hewn beams. Look at this. Look at this. This place has character, okay? Little closet. What's in this one right here? Little mop. I mean, look at this. Amazing. All these little doors, little cubby area. You have an electric stove right there. There's a dishwasher right there. I mean, I'm not going to be using this. There's dishes here too. So if I wanted to use any dishes, I could, but I brought my own. I'll probably use a plate though. I don't know if I brought a plate. And there's obviously cookware I could use, but I brought the fire maple cook set because why not? I'm going to use it. And yeah, so beautiful, beautiful yard with the horse. An old hutch, the blue and white glass. Absolutely beautiful. These chairs, that's old wicker seating. Look at this. I mean, look at this. I mean, it is kind of giving off like a little bit of grandma vibes, you know, for like the decor. But it suits this place so much. So a little living room. I got my stuff right down there. Little living room, sitting area, a little hutch with a TV. This place does have Wi-Fi. There's a Wi-Fi password and everything on the refrigerator for you. Love these old staircases, the details, and you just don't see this in any kind of a modern build. Front door. Wow. And now we're going to be going up to the bedroom and bathroom. So the stairway. Look at this. You ready for this? Look at that. I mean, this place is old. Look at big, beautiful queen size bed. Next to it, you have a little single or a twin size bed. Nightstand right there. Look at that lamp. Beautiful. Look at this bed. The carved wood, like, my God. This is the headboard on the bed. Unbelievable. Little vanity with a mirror right there. So you have that. Is there anything in here? Just being nosy. Look at this, an old bureau. And these are all original beams. Let me bring you over because you have to see this. You can see the hand chips from the tooling right here. Look at this. I mean, it feels dry. Wow. But those are all hand-hewn beams. And yeah, we're staying in here. And we get to spend the night. Now, this looks immaculate. This wasn't really expensive or anything like that. I imagine the inn, which is, I'll show you. Let's look out the window. If you look out the window, let's see. You can see out the window, there's the inn right there. I'll take you outside, but I figured I'd just show you the little courtyard over there. This place is amazing. Absolutely amazing. And of course, everything is themed in the horse theme. This is an equestrian horse farm. And farm, I don't know if that's the right word, but my God. And here's the bathroom. Look at this. Tile on the floor. Look at that sink. That's the sink right there. Looks like a big piece of furniture. Granite. All the amenities. This little, let me back that down. The shower right here. This is beautiful. May use this in, oh, look at that. Opens up. You have the handheld right there if you want to bring that down. Pretty big shower with glass doors. Soaps and shampoos provided. Look at this. Wow. Toilet. Little cabinet right here. Nothing in them. And this is the view from the top. Right there, looking out on my little horse friend. How amazing is this? I can't get over the details on this bed right here. I just can't. Look at that. You don't see woodwork like this. This is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Look at that. Bedding looks nice. Nice duvet cover, looks pretty spotless. Nice plastic mattress cover on there. This thing it's immaculate. It is immaculate. Let's go back downstairs. I think I need to make a cup of coffee and just take this in. Wow. This is just crazy. At this point, I have to think, am I even camping? No, all right? This is glamping. We're in a cottage. It doesn't have a cottagey feel. This feels just like I'm just in an old historical home. And I'm so glad you could come along with me. This is just, I'm literally speechless at the craftsmanship of this place. I'll show you the outside. I had to just bring you out there and show you the horse and a little bit of the grounds. We'll take a walk and, check everything out. And yeah, so I am going to continue on to get a little bit more settled. I think I'm going to make a cup of tea or a cup of coffee and just try and take this all in, and I will bring you back in a few moments and we'll step outside. And stick around for a little while. I think after dinner, we're gonna just sit and get cozy. And I wanna share with you an experience that has stayed with me for over 20 years. And maybe you can tell me your thoughts, or if you have had any experiences yourself. So guys, thank you for joining me, and I'll bring you back in a few moments. Like, what? Hi, welcome to the cooking show. That's what I feel like. But yeah, there's a little bit of a hum on the refrigerator, so I apologize for that, but it is what it is. And yeah, I'm going to get a kettle on and just make myself a cup of coffee. And they have provided a coffee maker and all that kind of stuff, but I think I'm just, since I don't really have a chance to use all of this, this gear, I am going to use it. I'm going to get the kettle out and get some water on. So yeah, I will link the information down below on the app that led me to this place. I think I've mentioned to you before, this is an app called Hipcamp, and I wanted an alternative lodging experience or glamping experience. So I was just kind of perusing, and this one kind of spoke to me. I was looking at the pictures. I was like, it's near horses. How bad could this be, or how different could it be? And it just, my mind is blown at the beauty of this place. This is like a slice of heaven. Not uber expensive at all. Maybe it would be if we were staying at the inn. I believe they have like a restaurant and everything, and they serve breakfast and all that kind of stuff in the morning. But this right here is just my speed. There's nobody around. I have this whole place to myself, and I'm glad you could come with me. And yeah, I'm gonna get this coffee on, guys, and I'll just bring you back in a moment. And just thank you for being here. Like, incredible. And like I said, I can't wait to share with you the story. We're in the few days like before Halloween, so this story I'm going to share with you is a personal experience that has happened to me, whether you want to call it paranormal, evil, good, I don't even know. You can let me know your thoughts, but it is something that happened to me, and I had a witness and I'll explain it to you in a few. But let me clean up a little bit, get this coffee going, and I'll bring you back in a few. Blah, blah, blah. So real quick, and just walking around, there was a little bit of a, like a welcome note from the host. And apparently the horse's name is Moonfield. So we'll go visit Moonfield in a little bit, getting that coffee going, and I'll bring you back. All right, so welcome to the kitchen. This is just so odd. But yeah, I'm just making myself a cup of coffee. I just boiled up the fire maple kettle on the electric stove, and we're gonna make ourselves a cup of coffee. Now I could use the coffee pot, but I'm not going to. We'll see what happens in the morning. I'm still using this bourbon vanilla that I picked up from the Dollar Tree, and it is really, really good. Oh, it smells amazing. So we're gonna make some of that. All right, so I decided while my coffee is kind of chilling right there, it's extremely hot to drink, we're gonna go out the front door, and I'll show you what this cottage looks like. I'll show you what the inn looks like, and I'll show you out front. All right, let's go. So this is the walkway leaving the cottage. Let me just turn this around. Look at the bright red door right there. As you can see, this is an old cottage. Look at this lamppost. And this was built in 1868 or 58. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Beautiful. Red door. This looks like the inn right here that you're looking at on the left. Hi, puppy. Oh, there's a big puppy. Hi, are you Rio? Are you Rio? Hi, Rio. Oh, that's a big old German Shepherd right there. Look at that. Hello, happy face. Nice planter. Listen to me. I'm just like, I love the planter. I love this place. Look at this. Got my vehicle right there. The parking lot out front. Looks like somebody in the RV is over there. Or maybe they're just parked there and they're staying at the inn, which is right there. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? That's a beautiful looking inn. So that's the inn, not the cottage that I'm staying at. The driveway I came up. I'm not sure what this building is right here. It's like a little, maybe a function hall or a farm building right there. How beautiful. It's the back porch or the back side of the inn. How beautiful, huh? Look at that. There's the shot right there. Got a little patio area to come out. And you can sit out here and have your meals or social gathering. This is absolutely insane. Like way, way beyond what I could have ever expected, hoped for. Look at this. This must be under the end. Do you see what I'm saying? What? Look at this. Look at this. Wow. Guys, this is a bonus. I love old cars. Look what's sitting in this barn right here. I don't know if I'm supposed to be in here, but here we are. Look at this. Wow. Look at this. This is an old Ford. This probably runs better than any Ford out there today. I can tell you that from past ownership of a Ford. This is when Ford was actually built Ford tough. Look at this thing. Jesus. Sorry about the lighting. Let me see if I can get a... All right, there we go. So I got the flash on. Look at this. Let me see. I gotta see if I can get in here. Look at this. Oh my God. Wow. Not trying to get in trouble, but guys, look at this. I just have to show you. Look at the inside of this. Look at that. Maximum speed way back when is, the speedometer says 120. Wow. All right, let me shut that. See, you walk around and explore. You just don't know what you're gonna find. That was a pretty awesome find as far as I'm concerned. So yeah. Wow. So that's here at the end. And then yeah, all this property, I believe this sits on 9 acres. So this is 9 acres. Wow. And there's the other side of that barn right there. And here's the barn. Let's just take a peek. This is, as it says right there, the Arabian Horse Inn. That's where we are. And this is just the a shot of the old... Look at that. It's like horse paddocks. That's really cool. That's awesome. Look at this. Amazing. Wow. And there's Moonfield. Hi, Moonfield. Hi. Look at you. You're so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Hi, you're sticking your head out. You're sticking your head out to say hi. You're so pretty. You don't have any buddies out here? You don't have any buddies? You don't have any buddies out here? Yay. He's so beautiful. Oh, look at you. Beautiful. Yeah, let me do that so you can see a little bit better. Hi. So as far as I'm concerned, this is worth it all day long. To be able to come and talk to Moonfield and see that old Ford. What year Ford is that? Do you know? I don't. That was so cool to see. Oh, it's this building over here. Let's go check that out. I'm not sure if this building's being used, and I don't want to go in there. It says maybe there's chicks in there. I don't know what's in there. You know what? I don't know. We already went where we weren't supposed to be, so. And there's the cottage that I'm in. And like I said, this is the main inn. This is amazing, isn't it? Just looking at that inn, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's a beautiful building right there. Oh, I love the, what's that, the cupola? Is that what they're called? It's beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I mean, look at that. All right, let's go back to the cottage. Got this old rock wall. Gonna go get my coffee. Look how beautiful this is. I love that. Love these. Look at those little happy faces. Tell me that's not the cutest. Got the bird houses right up there on top of the tree. Old light post. It really feels like colonial America. Okay. Wow, ooh, it smells nice in here. All right, so that was just a nice little tour around the property. There's some other things, like there's some hiking trails and all that kind of stuff around. But honestly, I'm so enamored with this cottage and with this area that I just want to just take this all in. This feels like, I feel really grateful to be here. So guys, I'm going to sip on this coffee. I appreciate that you came with me. I mean, this isn't even camping. This is a glamp situation all day long. We're not at a hotel or anything like that. I've never stayed in a cottage quite like this. And like I said, this was found off of an app, so feel free to check out Hipcamp. You'll get to find all kinds of alternative camping check it out and you'll see what I mean. I could never ever go back to camping at a regular campground ever again. I don't know what to say. I need to calm down for real. I'm on overload, sensory overload, and yeah. Cheers. Thank you for coming. Just doesn't get any better than this. I could just sit here and watch Moonfield all day. Look at you. All right, well, it's starting to get a little bit dark. It's only about 5:30, and I'm gonna start my dinner. We're having a nice Italian dinner tonight. We're having raviolis with some fresh grated cheese. And for a jar sauce, if I'm gonna use a jar sauce, I highly recommend Michael's of Brooklyn. All natural ingredients, and this is amazing. So if you're gonna try a jar sauce, look for Michael's of Brooklyn marinara sauce. It's amazing. So that's what we're gonna have with it. And yeah, so I'm gonna get this ravioli in the pan. Get some Belgioso fresh Parmesan cheese. So I can't wait. I'm starving. So that's what we're gonna have. And I'll bring you back as soon as this meal is all done, plate it up, and we'll sit down and we'll have some dinner. I've been just kind of chilling out and just kind of taking this all in. I've been spending a little bit of time with Moonfield, the horse. He's just beautiful. I can just look at him right outside the window, or right outside the slider. There he is. So guys, I'll bring you back in a few. Okay, well, we have dinner. We have some raviolis with Michael's of Brooklyn sauce, and we're just gonna put loads and loads of cheese. This has been incredible. I just can't get over the craftsmanship of these older buildings that from the 1800s. It's just incredible. It definitely feels like a historic location, and it is. I'm really looking forward to this. I might as well admit to you, the first batch that I made, I was dumping it into the sink with the lid, and the weight of it just kind of, and I lost a bunch of raviolis, so I had to cook up another plate. So here we are. All right, let's try this. Let's try this out. Bon appetit, guys. This just doesn't feel, I mean, this is glamping, but this doesn't feel like any kind of a camp situation. So we're not even going to call it a camp, you know. This is just an alternative experience, and I'm glad you could come along with me. Yep, this is so good. Cheers, guys. So I'm gonna sit and finish this. Afterwards, I'm gonna chill out for a little while, get a cup of hot cocoa, have some cookies. We'll sit down, we'll have a good conversation, and yeah, you know, happy Halloween or happy Halloweek for the rest of the week. Doing anything special? I don't really do anything special. I mean, this is pretty special right here, so bon appetit. I'm gonna eat this and I'll bring you back. Oh my God. Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome to Ghost Stories in Bed, bedtime stories. Anyways, dinner was awesome, and I just chilled out after that, and I'm just really taking in this whole, this isn't even a cottage. This is like a whole ass house, you know, and it's just, there's a lot of little creaks and everything, and this, like I said, this house was built in like the mid 1800s. I believe 1858 or 68. I'll leave it on the screen for the exact date, but yeah, so keeping in with the spooky season, since it is, you know, Halloween week, Halloween weekend, I just wanted to share with you an experience that I had over 20 years ago that has actually stayed with me. I moved back from Florida. I used to live in Florida. I moved back from Florida. I was staying with my mom and my stepdad, and in my old room. And one night after coming home from work, it was just a day like any other day. Came home from work, you know, ate, socialized, whatever, go to bed, and I'm laying there in bed, my room is pitch black. There was no outside light coming in, and I am setting this up so, you know, someone will be like, oh, well, it's outside lights. I had no outside lights coming in at all. So I'm laying in bed, and a feeling came over me that something wasn't right. And I'm laying there, and I'm in the dark. And even though it was dark, I could see black shadows. I don't know what they call, I don't know if that's what you call a shadow person or whatever, but there were black shadows kind of going around the walls. And I didn't know if I was seeing this correctly. And no drinking, you know, no green or anything like that, nothing, okay? I wasn't under any influence of any alcohol or anything else. So there's that. So clear as a bell. And laying there, I could see these shadows just going around the room, just talking about it. I'm like, wow, I can't believe it. Some people know about this, but I haven't really shared this. And this was my personal experience. It did happen, and I did have a witness. So anyways, I'm laying there in bed. I see shadows going around, and all of a sudden I start feeling a feeling of fear, a feeling of dread. And I'm just laying there, and I'm laying there, and I'm watching this, and I'm watching this. And it didn't feel good. It wasn't a positive thing at all. And I remember just laying there thinking, I gotta get up. I gotta turn the light on. I gotta get up. I have to turn the light on. I couldn't move. I was immobilized in fear. And it's a feeling I've never had it ever again, but I can distinctly remember laying there wanting to get up and just laying there, and I couldn't move. I couldn't move at all, and I was scared. I couldn't move. All I could do was just watch these black shadows just kind of creeping along the walls. It wasn't a human form or anything like that. It was just like this shape, and it was just kind of moving around the walls around me. And like I said, I couldn't move. I mustered up the strength, and I screamed at the top of my lungs. And before I did that, right before I screamed, I could see on the ceiling little blue, like sparklies, or you ever close your eyes so tight, you see that like little, you see those like sparkles going off? That's the only thing I can equate this to. But there was a light coming from the ceiling, and it was slowly falling down. Like these little bits of light were falling down. And that's when I screamed. I screamed at the top of my lungs, and my parents' my parents' bedroom was right across the hall from me. And my stepfather must have jumped up, ran out, opened my door. And when he opened my door, he did that. And it was just gone. And it was just gone. And I was laying there, and I was shaking. And I asked my stepdad, and I said, did you see that? Did you see that? He's like, yeah. And to this day, I don't know what it was. I have no idea what it was, but it went away like that. I couldn't sleep in my room for about a week. All right, I was on the couch, and I slowly had to ease myself back in, had a light on, and I don't know what it was, but that was my own personal, I guess, either paranormal or ghostly experience, and that happened, and it stayed with me forever. But I do remember feeling not good, and I don't mean physically, I mean the feeling. It was heavy, it was dark, it was suffocating, it was whatever it was, something was coming, and it wasn't good. Excuse me. Whew. And so that's something I just wanted to share with you. And what you know, I have props out just in case you're like, do I see skulls? Yeah, I have like little battery operated tea lights and skulls. I just figured I'd bring a few like little props because, you know, the Halloween season. So But have you ever experienced anything like that? Have you had any kind of experiences with, say, ghosts or paranormal or anything like that? I believe in the afterlife. I believe in God. All right, so there's that. I do believe in God. I don't think this is it. I do believe that, the spirit, or goes where it's going to go, and I do believe there is something after this life. And do you? I mean, if you want to get into that, I don't know. I'm not trying to get like all religious or anything like that, but I do. For me personally, I believe in God, and I believe there's something after this life here on Earth. And if you've ever had any experiences, I would love to hear it. Feel free to share your experience down below. But yeah, I can remember the whole experience like it was yesterday, just being completely immobilized, not being able to move, whether that had something to do with what was going on in my room, whether I was such in a state of fear I couldn't move. I couldn't even speak. I'm surprised I got the courage to muster up to be able to scream, but my stepdad came flying in, and he actually noticed it, and he was just like, when he opened my door, it caught his eye, and it was just gone. I often wonder, if I didn't do anything, what would have happened? I mean, I don't know, but I do know the feeling wasn't good, and I just wanted to share that with you. And yeah, that was my experience. So anyways, guys, I just wanted to share that with you. Happy Halloween, happy Halloweek. I think I'm going to possibly have some hot chocolate, maybe a couple of cookies or something before I go to bed. And yeah, just going to chill out and relax. I appreciate you guys coming. And if I don't talk to you again tonight, I will definitely see you in the morning. And yeah, crazy, right? But I appreciate you coming. Dinner was great. This has been an awesome place. This isn't even camping, I can't call it camping, even though I found this site on a camping site, Hipcamp. Feel free to check it out for your area. And yeah, I guess that's about it. I will see you in the morning, guys. Good night. Oh, good morning. Look how gray it is out there. It's kind of lightly sprinkling. Hi, Moonfield. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. It was a little chilly, like I just put my robe on. I had the slider open while I was making breakfast. I don't want to stink up this place like spam. So cheers again. I feel a little more alive. We're going to have some breakfast. I'm just standing on the edge of the island. I don't feel like sitting. And yeah, so let's check this out. Just a quick little simple little breakfast. Spam and eggs. I don't eat it all the time, even though I've eaten it the past couple of breakfasts, but I don't eat it all the time. But it is something I grew up eating, and I love it. This has been quite the experience. I just saw the property owner just go feed Moonfield. What a beautiful horse. I think he might be a little old, I think he's a little bit older. But I was just kind of watching him walking around, and yeah. This is, it's an experience, that's all I can say. So I'm going to continue eating my breakfast, have my coffee. I'll do some final thoughts. We'll wrap it up and check it out, and then we'll be out. So bring you back in a few. Hey, beauty. Just wanted to say goodbye. Hi. Hi, baby. Hi. I just wanted to say good morning and goodbye. I enjoyed spending my time watching you through the window. You're beautiful. Guys, I had just left the antique cottage. I want to thank you for coming along with me. This has been incredible. Still creeping down the driveway, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Stay safe.